Leffler struggled at Auburn with a team that finished 112th in scoring, but he says he's only looking forward and Beamer has his back.
I'm at Virginia Tech now, and to talk about what happened at Auburn, I think that's unfair.
Dishing out advice is second nature to him because he's been in their shoes.
Take what you know and give it to other people, because it's not all about being about yourself. If you're not giving anything back, then you're not really doing anything.
As you can see behind me, fans are just now trickling into John Paul Jones Arena, and the Cavaliers are getting ready to take on NC State in one of their biggest conference games so far this season. UVA is on a 3-game winning streak, and this isn't just any other game. The last time these two teams met was at the ACC tournament, and the Wolfpack beat them. So UVA definitely has revenge in their eyes tonight. The Virginia men's basketball team is coming off an impressive 56-36 win over Florida State, but now they're on the road to take on the Virginia Tech Hokies at Castle Coliseum. The guys say it's always a fun rivalry, but they're ready to get their 3rd straight win in Blacksburg. While it would be easy for Jones to get down on himself, instead he uses overcoming his illness to power his teammates to the next level.
Try to not let the small things get me down.
Evans is so appreciative for all the support that he's had on this bumpy road to recovery and says he just hopes to keep this momentum going into conference play. The UVA men's basketball team had a tough loss on the road in Richmond Saturday as they fell in the final seconds against Old Dominion at the Governor's Holiday Hoop Classic. The Virginia women's basketball team has a shot to redeem themselves as they enter a rematch with their ACC rival Miami. The Hurricanes won a close game the last time the two teams met, but this time the Hoos have the home court advantage. Over a year ago, when he went down with a severe leg injury that led to his right leg having to be amputated, Woodbury Forest quarterback Jacob Rainey probably couldn't imagine he'd ever get a chance to play college football, but he was wrong. Today, Rainey accepted an offer to join Mike London and the Cavaliers as a walk-on. Now the Wahoos are in the thick of ACC play, but what's going to make the difference when they take on North Carolina Thursday night? The Hoos say sticking to the game plan and trusting in one another. It's always one of the most entertaining games of the year. Blue Ridge is taking on the Miller School. The Barons are 4-6, while the Miller School is 11-9. The student section at Miller is loud and proud. Second quarter, Isaac Copeland stretches up and dunks it in. Miller was up by 17 at the break, and we've got more dunks to come. Don't worry. Later, the Barons' Leon Stroth trying to come back, takes it in all by himself for the easy layup, but Blue Ridge still trails by 17 in the 3rd. And the dunk party continues. Take a seat. This time it's Tony Washington. Off the miss, goes up, just crushes it. He had 14 points, and they keep it going. Copeland will work off the baseline, square up the jumper. That's 2 of his team high 19 points. Miller wins it 80-55. At Monticello, the Mustangs had an 8-point lead on crosstown rival Charlottesville late in the 3rd quarter, but the Black Knights back in it. Darius Watson buries the long jumper. CHS down 6 after 3 quarters. Early in the 4th, Watson from behind the arc, the 3-pointer, it's good. The deficit is cut to 3. Black Knight fans, check this out, going crazy, getting wild, getting into it midway through the 4th. Monticello gets a couple big buckets. Jaleel Mosley, no good, but Javon Shelton gets the putback. And then with just about 2 minutes left, a great individual effort from Monticello's James Banks. Monticello holds on for a 52-44 win. At Albemarle, Dean Mallory a little too pumped up for the starting lineup. A big crowd came out to Memorial Gym to cheer the guys on. Heavyweight Derek Papagiannopoulos, second match back from an injury. He wins 6-2. Quite a way to get back into the swing of things. Next up, 7th-ranked 125-pounder Matt Snyder rallies to get 2 near-fall points and 3 more back points. He wins it 9-2. Now it's UVA's 3rd-ranked 133-pounder George DiCamillo. Tight match, but he came back thanks to a minute and 16 seconds of riding time. He'll win 4-3. At 141 pounds, Jimmy Neal scored a takedown with just, get this, only 18 seconds left to beat the 2012 NCAA qualifier Tanner Huff. Virginia shuts out the Blue Devils 38-0. San Francisco and Atlanta squaring off in the NFC Championship game. 4th quarter, the score is 24-21 Falcons. San Francisco's Frank Gore slices the Atlanta defense, 9-yard touchdown, working it, 28-24 49ers. Atlanta trying to come back on 3rd and 2. Matt Ryan goes to Harry Douglas for the big first down conversion, but Douglas appears to juggle the ball, but the play would get reviewed. Check it out in slow motion. It's upheld, and the 49ers head coach, Jamar Vaughn, oh my God, he can't believe it. Can you read his lips? Can you read his lips? I don't know. Falcons' last chance on 4th and 4 from the San Francisco 10-yard line. Ryan's pass is batted down by San Francisco's Navarro Bauman. The 49ers hold on for the victory to advance to Super Bowl 47. The 49ers will be trying to join Pittsburgh as the only franchises with 6 Super Bowl titles. From the outside looking in, Stab basketball standout Jeff Jones looks like a typical senior, but the son of former UVA men's basketball head coach Jeff Jones' start was nowhere near normal. As a freshman, he checked into the UVA Medical Center for an appendectomy, but 2 days later, he was back in the hospital with abdominal pain.
They hadn't taken out my appendix at all, and that it was part of my sigmoid colon, and sewed me up on the wrong end.
So we were all praying for Jeff, hoping that he'd make it through okay, and thankfully he did.
He was pretty close to dying.
Jones ended up repeating freshman year and didn't step onto the basketball court until he was a sophomore.
I started thinking about the ramifications and everything that was going to happen to me afterwards, like sports, and if I was going to be able to stay at school and everything.
While it would be easy for Jones to get down on himself, instead, he uses overcoming his illness to power his teammates to the next level.
Try to not let the small things get me down.
He just doesn't take anything for granted, and it's more of like now every possession is like he just plays like it might be his last day.
As he pushes through his final season at Stab, he hopes to continue his education at UVA, American, where his dad is now, or the University of Vermont. But right now, Jones is focused on finishing strong.
Being a coach's son, being from a basketball-oriented family, I like to think of myself as a sort of coach on the floor. And I try not to get too carried away, I guess, with that.
Definitely has the highest basketball IQ on the team.
Jones's strength to overcome what seemed like the end of the road is something teammates say will echo through the Stab basketball program in years to come. At St. Anne's Belfield, I'm Mary Dunleavy, NBC 29 Sports.